Hello, everybody. Welcome to cricketworld.com. We are back again with our match insights video, and we are about to review the first day's play in the fourth Test match between England and India that's being played at Old Trafford in Manchester. As always, I've got my friend and colleague Nikhil Narayan with me to review the first day's play. Nikhil, an interesting first day's play at Manchester, 269 for four, India, 264 for four rather. India, and it was interesting because we didn't get the full quota of 90 overs, and we didn't move forward like in the previous Test matches on the first day. It was similar to the Lord's first day's play.
Yes, Shandesh. A traditional cricket, not baseball, not the modern day, the way Test cricket is played these days at swashbuckling run rates. A traditional day of cricket, something in the pitch for both bat and ball. India sort of hung in there. England bowlers bowled well in patches. Overall, a balanced result 264 for 4 at the end of day one. India, after being inserted in after losing 14 tosses in a row, I think would be the happier side, just minus the injury of Rishabh Pant, which would be a concern.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. First up, India made three changes to their lineup. They brought in Sai Sudarshan to play in place of Karun Nair at number three. Intriguingly, in the pre-match press conference, the skipper, Shubman Gill, praised Karun Nair and sort of gave a wrong indication about his playing 11. Anshul Kamboj coming in place of Akashdeep, who's out injured from this test match. And you have Shardul Thakur coming in place of Nitish Kumar Reddy. What do you make of those changes, the three changes?
I was surprised that Kuldeep Yadav didn't get a chance, Chandresh. We had discussed that in our preview. I was almost certain India would play Kuldeep Yadav, in place of Shardul Thakur in this test match. Maybe the overcast conditions had a bit of say in that, but I would have expected Kuldeep Yadav to play in this test match, given the wicket is on the drier side and will take some turn on day 4 and day 5. And now India, England would be batting last. So Kuldeep Yadav would have been a handful.
But the other three changes, you're happy with it?
Uh, we expected Kamboj to play. Happy with that. Karun Nair, I think, had been given enough chances, and there was no reason for not to give another chance to Sai Sudarshan, who in the long run is a more natural number three than Karun Nair. So I was happy with these changes. Yes.
And Shardul Thakur became like a natural fit once Nitish Kumar Reddy was ruled out of this test match. Okay, coming back to the day's play, India's openers, as always, look good. KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal, they set the tone and they put on 94. KL Rahul once again getting a good start. And then Yashasvi Jaiswal also did quite well. He picked up a half century. But Jaiswal could have kicked on and scored a big one.
Yeah, he would be disappointed. Glad he got a half century, but he could have gone on to score a big one, which usually he does in Test cricket. But the pair have been done well for India in this series. 285 runs, average of 40, 350 plus partnerships in tough conditions. In England, even though it's hot now, it's been a rather hot summer, but a new ball always does something, and it was doing something yesterday at Old Trafford also. So I think after the Indian openers negotiated a new ball very well, 90 odd run partnership with the opening wicket. India could have easily lost 2 or 3 wickets in the first start. I thought the England bowlers, erred in not bowling fuller lengths. They were a bit too short. But overall, I think good defense, especially by KL Rahul, who's been the most impressive technical batter amongst both the sides this season.
Absolutely. And after that, we had the skipper, Shubman Gill, also going cheaply. After the two openers, Shubman Gill once again disappointing, dismissed by his opposite number, Ben Stokes, who bowled tirelessly on the first day's play. And it looked that India could be in a spot of bother. But then Rishabh Pant came in, and in the company of Sai Sudarshan, who looked good in that innings, resurrected the innings to a certain extent. And just when it looked like everything was going well for India, Rishabh Pant got injured, a freak injury. He hobbled off the pitch. It's not looking good at all.
It's not looking good at all. I'll be surprised if Rishabh Pant takes part in this test match, or for that matter, in this series. It swelled up immediately. There was blood, and that could be, it's a massive moment, not only for this match, but for this series. Rishabh Pant, the batter, is very important for India. 37 or 48. The momentum was with India then. he was doing what Rishabh Pant does, changing the course of a match in the match in the in the time span of a session. So 72-run partnership with Sudarshan, it was looking good for India, but that this injury, let's see what's in store today. If he comes out to bat, it will be really good for India. But if he doesn't, it is a massive, massive blow for India. Remember, the new ball is due, and England can blow out in India for even less than 325. So Rishabh Pant coming back to bat today or not will have a massive bearing on this Test match and the series.
Yeah, and for England, Liam Dawson looked good with the ball, the left arm spinner, and he came in and struck immediately, and he bowled some probing spells over there, and really justified a selection to a large extent.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, coming back after 8 years, and I think around 102 tests England have played without him. He bowled well, tight line, and that was a really good delivery. The pitch is offering nothing right now for the spinners, but to get rid of, someone who's a really good spinner, spin bowling, Jaiswal, and that too a left arm orthodox, getting rid of him. Kudos to Dawson. He was impressive. Playing after 8 years in whites for England.
Yeah, but Sai Sudarshan will be disappointed with the shot that he played to get out. The trap was set, and he fell for the trap.
Absolutely. Sai Sudarshan definitely has a leg side problem, Chandresh. He was dismissed, fuller deliveries on the leg stump in at Leeds also. And then here also, this is not a fuller delivery, but he should have been out at 20 if Jamie Smith had held on to the catch of the bowling of Ben Stokes. His head falls over. There's a problem in the balance of his head. It falls over too much outside the off stump, and therefore he cannot control the deliveries on the leg stump. He's not in full control. The pull shot also, which got him out. Again, there's a problem on the leg stump. He needs to improve on his balance, and I'm sure the coaches will work with him on that.
Absolutely. And towards the end of the day's play, you had Ravindra Jadeja holding fort. It seems like just yesterday that he was battling it out at Lords. And then you had the bad light issue. He kept asking the umpires to go off because of the bad light. This is going to be a problem in this test match, the bad light and the weather.
Absolutely, and it's going to be tricky. It's not easy for the batters, but it's overcast all throughout the 5 days, and the umpires are going to have a hard time, when to go out, when not to go out. So it's going to be interesting test match that way. It's not going to be easy batting conditions, but that it also keep the Indian bowlers, and we have some interesting fast bowlers in our lineup: Bumrah, Kamboj, Siraj. So I think India will also not mind the conditions when they come out to bowl. So overall, it sets up the match beautifully, Chandresh.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens on the second day's play at Old Trafford in Manchester. We'll be back to review the second day's play right here on cricketworld.com. Remember, you can log on to cricketworld.com, like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video so that you can be part of the conversation that Nikhil and I are having right through this India tour of England. That's it for today. We'll be back with the review for the second day's play. Till then, it's goodbye and God bless from both Nikhil and myself. Take good care of yourselves. See you soon.